Besides experimenting with different styles and genres, NetEase Games also creates truly unique and innovative games. Next up is Once Human, a new survival game that I've been very excited about.
Yeah, I've been following this game for a while now. It's the art style and gameplay that really caught my interest. It is a really unique take on the survival genre.
Indeed it is! Once Human is set against an eerie post-apocalyptic backdrop. It's got elements of realism, but it's also quite otherworldly at the same time. I guess you could say it's a tough game to put in a box. So let's hear it from the developers, shall we?
Hi everyone, my name is Ruby and I'm a designer on the Once Human development team. Today I'm super excited to introduce you to our new game, Once Human. So for those of you who maybe aren't familiar, Once Human is a new weird sandbox survival game that gives players the freedom to explore and experience the game in whichever way they like. Once Human invites players to explore a strange and fascinating new world, one that combines combat, crafting and survival gameplay mechanics with a cosmic horror aesthetic. So you may be wondering what I mean when I refer to Once Human as a new weird game. Essentially, the new weird is a genre of art and literature, and what it does is it combines supernatural elements, cosmic horror, with sci-fi. It's heavily influenced by the works of H.P. Lovecraft. With this mix of survival gameplay and an unsettling, creepy, new weird horror aesthetic, Once Human offers a uniquely gripping gameplay experience. Players have the freedom to carve their own path through this world, but they'll also have to constantly be on the lookout against any number of reality-warping, mind-bending threats that they may face along the way. Once Human integrates 5 core gameplay systems to offer players a really high level of freedom. The game also boasts 4 distinct biomes and 6 entrenched faction strongholds, all spread across a really vast 16 by 16 kilometre map. Once Human offers players the opportunity to battle creatures from another realm through open exploration, dungeon challenges and intense boss fights. Once more, players can also customise their growth by gathering resources and crafting their own gear to best suit their own personal playstyle. But with Once Human, otherworldly monsters are not the only threat. Players can also attack one another and loot their resources, so the game has the potential to descend into all-out server-wide warfare at almost any time. Once Human also has a team play feature that lets players construct a hive together with their friends, set up a territory, fight for control over rare resource points, and even take part in 20v20 PvP battles. In short, Once Human offers an immersive gameplay experience that is just a little bit different from anything you've played before. We're super excited about its release and we hope that you are as well. So if you like the sound of what you've heard, please add us to your Steam wishlist and join our official social media accounts to become part of our community and stay updated on all of our latest development progress. Thank you guys.
I'm totally stunned after watching that. For me, Once Human is definitely a unique game, and coupled with this post-apocalyptic setting, it is sure to be an unforgettable experience.
And today we have the honor of interviewing Ruby, one of the game's designer from Once Human.
Oh, great.
Hello, Ruby. So first off, can I just ask you, what are the biggest differences between Once Human and other survival games in terms of gameplay?
So I would say there are a few differences between Once Human and other games in the survival genre. So first of all is that we've got the new weird kind of cosmic horror theming. That would be step one, and I would say that would be one thing that kind of gives the game a different vibe to other games in the survival genre, maybe. And then the second thing is that what the dev team has always really tried to emphasize is we've tried to create a game that gives players kind of as much freedom to play in the way that they would choose. So what you can do is maybe you just want to engage with the kind of the PvE aspects of the game. So you just want to go out and explore and you want to kind of play by yourself. That's one way. Or you could join together with your friends and create a territory and kind of pool your resources. That would also be a kind of viable way to play. Or the third thing would be you really like the PvP aspects and you want to kind of go and like loot other players' territories and kind of steal their resources. Sort of any of those kind of play styles would be a kind of like a kind of valid and effective way to kind of engage with Once Human, and that's something that we tried to kind of work on from the beginning. And then the third thing would be, it genuinely takes place on a really, really massive map. And what you can do is you can build your structures, you can create your territories really anywhere on this map. So that kind of creates a lot of potential for creativity, I guess, and for the players to kind of leave their own mark on the world as they play.
And secondly, could you go into more detail about this new weird genre?
Yeah, so when we use the term new weird, what we mean is it's a genre that I suppose the founding father would be H.P. Lovecraft, or sort of more recently, I suppose, it's kind of spread into like films, TV shows, and also games. But something like the SCP Foundation online would be a kind of a representative example. And what it is a kind of a fusion of like horror, but also mystery, science fiction, even things like urban legends. So it's not really about blood and gore so much as it's about kind of creating a sense of like cosmic horror, or kind of a sense of the unknown, and these kind of things. So what it is that what you, as a player, what you do is you have to you explore the kind of post-apocalyptic world of Once Human, and what you do is you go out and you have to kind of face these unknowns, and you have to kind of uncover the kind of deeper mysteries of the world. But what you have to do is you have to do that without dying, obviously, but kind of beyond that, what you have to do is you have to kind of retain your own sanity and not kind of be driven into madness by the kind of cosmic horror things that are kind of out there and waiting. That's the kind of setup. Yeah.
Lastly, can you tell us about the game's launch date?
So the team has been working really, really hard in recent months, and we don't have an official release date yet, but we, for the moment, if players like what they hear, they can join our official social media accounts, they can add the game to their Steam watch list, and they can join our Discord and just kind of get involved in the community, basically. Maybe get involved in future testing, and just kind of keep updated with our most recent kind of development progress, and just get involved.
Thank you so much, Ruby. Don't forget to add Once Human to your Steam wish list.